Yo, what's up, my dudes? It's Sai here, and we're back with Tiered Up. So, yeah, it's been a while since I've done Tiered Up because I've been really busy with trying to get settled in for college, and a lot of other things have come up. But we're back with some more Tiered Up because I like doing this, and it's a lot of fun to rank things because we get to hear your guys' opinions in the comment section, and that's also really cool. But yeah, today we are going to be ranking all of the gym leaders and the trial captains. And the reason I group the trial captains in with this is because the trial captains are essentially gym leaders. You don't really fight them in the main game. You just fight them, like, after the main game, with the exception of Alima. But besides the point, they're basically kind of like gym leaders, but they're for Alola. So we're grouping the trial captains in this time. I'm not considering Gen 8 yet, just because Gen 8, we don't know all the gym leaders yet, and we don't know all their Pokemon, so that's another thing. But yeah, we have every gym leader, and we have every trial captain, and we're gonna rank them all. So let's do it. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to hit that like button down below, comment down below what your list is, and subscribe for more Tiered Up. And I'll make sure to leave the list for the gym leaders and the trial captains in the description, so you guys can play this alongside me. So let's go ahead and get started. So my favorite gym leader, if you guys do not know, is Drayden. Let me find him. But yeah, Drayden is S tier because Drayden is the best gym leader of all time. He has a Haxorus. His beard is pretty cool. He's the mayor of a city. I mean, how can you not like this guy? Like, Drayden, number one, all time. Best one. Does not come close. Worst gym leader of all time is Iris, because I don't like Iris at all. I think she desecrates everything about Haxorus and everything, and I don't like her. She's just too immature as a gym leader. I would rather have her... Like, Iris, in my opinion, I would rather have her as, like, a special trainer that you'd fight along your journey, sort of like Gladian, or, like Wally, but, I do not personally want her as, like, a gym leader. I think she's much better as, like, a rival character in the game, but why they made her a gym leader beats me. No idea. But yeah, Iris is F, and Drayden is S, so we're gonna leave it at that. Okay, I'm gonna go down the list of all the different gym leaders and champions. So Blue, I'll put an A tier because Blue's the original rival and he's a champion, so he's A tier for that exact reason. Claire, I'm gonna put up here because Claire is one of... I would say she's definitely one of the most intimidating gym leaders just because she gives off this, like, regal vibe and she's like, don't mess with me, so that's why Claire is an A tier. Marlin as well, because Marlin, for me, is, he's a really strong gym leader, and he's the last gym leader in Black and White too, and I think that deserves a lot of credit, because, again, Marlin, decided to usurp Drayden, and even though Drayden's S tier, it's like, you know what, Drayden, I'll have Marlin have A tier, because I think Marlin's pretty cool, because the water type design, and then his tropical gym. I'm also considering gym designs with this as well, along with their Pokemon, but I love the Humalao gym. Like, I feel like the Humalao gym is one of the best designed gyms that we've had in a very long time, so that's why. I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna try to put at least one gym leader of every type in, or every gym leader of every, like, region in each tier. So I like Grant a lot, and the reason why Grant's up here is because Grant's gym is just crazy. He's got fossil Pokemon, and he just gives off a rock climbing vibe, and I've done rock climbing in the past. He's a rock climbing gym leader. I like him immediately. He's number one on my list. Well, no, he's in the A tier for that reason. I'm gonna go ahead and put... Who else do I want to put? I'll put Berg on the list. I like Berg a lot, because of the, his gym is really cool, and this is about, like, bug artistry and all that, so I'm like, I like Berg. He's nice. What else? What else is an A tier for me? I'll put a trial captain up here, too. I like, my favorite trial captain of all time would probably have to be Mina, and she has this painter vibe. She's just kind of, like, laid-back painter vibe, and I think she's kind of cool with that because, like, she's laid-back, and she's pretty decent, so fairy types. Love Mina. I like Mina a lot more than Valerie because, I don't know, Mina just gives out this more, like, carefree, just, hey, like, if you want to beat me, you have to beat every other trial captain, so, like, I like that. She's cool. Let's see, who else do I want to put in A tier? Who else? I feel like I want to put, I want to put Giovanni up in here, because Giovanni's he's pretty BA, I would say. Giovanni is, he's like you didn't really find out about him until, like, late game, and it was just like, oh, he's a gym leader? Like, oh, crap. It's, like, biggest plot twist of red and blue and yellow right there, so might as well put him up there, because, like, yeah, Giovanni's pretty sick. Who else? I think that's pretty much it for A tier. I think that's it for now. I I like my list for A tier for the gym leaders. I think they're all pretty decent gym leaders, so we'll go with that. For B tier, I'm gonna put... we have a lot of gym leaders to rank. I just realized this. I probably should have put an E rank with this because like there's gonna be a lot of people that we're ranking today. So there's a lot. These are gym leaders that gym leaders or trial captains that I was okay with. I'll put Kiawe on here. Kiawe, because his trial was cool with the Marowaks, and you got to fight a little Marowaks with him, so I like that. Morty. Because he had a really cool gym design with the ghosts. But he's not up there for me. Morty's kind of B, so... let me see. I'm trying to think of some Kalos streamers I could put on. I like Olympia a lot, because she has this astral vibe to her, and I feel like Olympia, if anything, should have been the last gym leader of the game, because Wolfric was a piece of cake. I really feel like that. I feel like Olympia should have been the last gym leader in X and Y, but that's just me, though. Because, again, Olympia gives off more of, like, of an end-all, be-all challenge than Wolfric. Wolfric's gym is basically a disco gym, so... Besides the point. I'll put Acerola up here because she eventually becomes an Elite Four member, so... Down for that. She's pretty cool. Lieutenant Surge because, he's very memorable, and he has the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolt. I love this Lieutenant Surge. Jasmine because she's a lot tougher than you realize, and she gives off this like, oh, like, don't touch me, but at the same time though she's like, oh, I'm gonna destroy your butt. So I like that. Brock, where are you? You gotta be here somewhere. Where the heck are you, Brock? Sorry, they don't have Brock on this freaking list. I'm gonna be really mad. Where the heck is it? Okay, there is it. I was like, where the heck is Brock? Brock's up here because he's the original. He's like the first gym leader, so he gets BA credential for that. So, like Brock. Let's see. I'll put Sharon up here. Because it was nice to see another rival become a gym leader, but he was a normal type specialist. And it's like, oh, Sharon's a... I don't know. It's just more of his character arc going. So I was like, I like Sharon. So, yay. I'm trying to think. Koga. I'll put Koga up here. Reason why Koga's up here is because he's the original Fuchsia gym leader and he's a freaking ninja. Like, how more powerful can you get from there? And he was the first poison type gym leader for a very long time. So I'm like, yo, let's go, Koga. Pop off, King. Blaine, because he was really strong, and as a fire type gym leader, I think he had a really good team because he had like he had like Rapidash, Arcanine, Ninetales, Magmar, and Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and I thought that was really cool that they decided to like upgrade his whole team. I'm like, okay, I see you, Game Freak. Like, that's good. They did that with a lot of Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee gym leaders, which I'm happy about. They did, which was good. I need to put some Hoenn gym leaders on this. What Hoenn gym leaders do I like? Trying to think. I'll put Wallace up here because I liked him a lot better as a gym leader than as a champion, and I felt like his water types were pretty decent. Like, I felt like Wallace was a really good final challenge for the for Ruby and Sapphire, and Omega Ruby and Sapphire, because yeah, his team is pretty strong. Get a Milotic for God's sake. Like, that's literally like the Hoenn Gyarados. Like, it's pretty powerful. I'm gonna put Norman up here because he had some importance in the storyline. He was her dad, and he was actually a really decently challenging gym leader, so I was like, I'll put him up there because I like Norman a lot. I'll put Sabrina up here because she was probably one of the more tougher Kanto gym leaders, and the fact that she was just really OP and everything. I like Sabrina. And plus, she's kind of hot, so you gotta give her that credit. I'm trying to think what else I could put in B tier. There's a lot of gym leaders we're ranking, so I gotta figure out where to place everybody. And trial captains, for that matter. I'll put Clay up here, because Clay he has this head honcho type of boss vibe, and on top of that, he's very, I love both of his gyms. I love the Driftveil gyms. Every time I go in the Driftveil gym, it's like, love this gym. It's great. And then, I like Tate and Liza because of their gym design, but I don't really like them as battle trainers because they always piss me off, so I'll probably put them in C tier. I'll put Volkner and Candace up here Simply because they were the last winners of their region, and they had really decent teams in Platinum, and their gym designs were really cool, so that's why they're in B. I didn't really care for them too much, but I'm like, hey, I'll put them up here because it's like, they're pretty cool. I think that's it. I think that's all the trainers we'll put in B. I think this is a decent B tier list. So let's go with C tier. So C tier, Faulkner is going to go up here because I think he was average. I liked his gym design in the old games, but he didn't really spice up his team or anything in Heart Gold Soul Silver, so that's why he's up there. I'm gonna put Tay and Lies up here because they were average. I liked their gym a lot in the old games. Well, in the newer games, I like their gym a lot, but I don't like Lunatone and Soul Rock in the slightest, which is one reason they're C tier, because that's a pain in the butt. Let's see. I'll put Sophocles up here because I liked his electronic vibes, and I thought that was pretty cool because he's all about like machinery and electronics, and I liked his gym trial puzzle in USUM, so that's why he's up there. Roxanne, because she gave off this like his teacher vibe, and her gym was really nice in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, but again, her team was not great because she had a Nose Pass and a Geodude. I'm like, could have some more unique rock types, but oh well. I guess Nose Pass is unique, but like for Roxanne specifically, like I didn't really feel that she was intimidating with a Nose Pass, you know? Nose Pass was just really bulky, so. I'll put Wolfric on C. The only reason why Wolfric is this low because the Disco Gym was more of a meme than anything, and his team was really easy. Like Wolfric was not a challenge. Like I felt like Olympia was definitely more of a challenge than Wolfric, just typing wise, and her team just being more powerful. But yeah, Wolfric, if you have a fire type or if you have like a fighting type or a steel type, like you're set. Like Wolfric, there's nothing to worry about from him. So just saying. Clements, because his gym was literally a ripoff of Blaine, and we've already had quiz shows before, and his team wasn't really like that okay. I mean, he had a decent team. He had like a Heliolisk, but I felt like the Heliolisk and the Magneton were good. The Emolga was just annoying, so that's that. Elisa and Scylla, for the same reason, I like their gyms, but they're okay. I know Scylla's gym and like. The thing about both of their gyms with Elisa and Scylla is that their gyms were great in Black and White, but in Black and White 2, they really sucked. And I'm like, I didn't really like that at all. I really didn't. But as trainers, though, they're okay. So they got some decent Pokemon. Let's see. Trying to think. Wake, because he was tough and he had a really good water type team, but he just wasn't memorable for me. But his team was strong, so I'll give him that. Let's see. I'll put Whitney up on C, just because Whitney's intimidating, but if you're able to knock her Pokemon down with, like, a right fighting type, like, her Miltank's super easy to deal with, so oh well. But also another thing is, like, I didn't really like that Whitney was just a crybaby. I didn't really like that. Like, stand up for yourself or something, I don't know. Instead of, like, complaining that you lost, but whatever. Let's see. Bugsy, is C tier because his gym was great, but his team was just kind of average. He had, like, a Kakuna and a Metapod, but the only real threat on his team was a Scyther, so that's that. Misty is C tier because, her gym design was alright. She had a Starmie, so I'll give her that, but that Starmie really didn't do much other than just Water Pulse. That's it. Her gym designs got better, but I feel like overall Misty was... Like, Misty anime-wise, in my opinion, is better than Misty game-wise, if that makes sense. I feel like Misty wasn't really played that well in game-wise, just because, I don't know. Her gym was a swimming pool. Like, okay, like, there's swimming pools all over the place. Like, have a bit more of a unique gym design. Come on now. Let me see. I'm trying to think who else would I want to put. Roxy, because first poison type gym leader we've had in a while, and she had a really cool like rock band aesthetic. But I didn't really like that she had a Whirlipede as her ace. I really wish she had like a Trubbish instead, because I think that's a better poison type that would fit her. And plus, like, she had a really good Garbodor in the anime, so I was like, I wish she had a Garbodor or a Trubbish or something, but she doesn't have that till post game, which kind of sucks. Rourke and Gardenia and Maylene. I thought all 3 of them were average. I didn't really think too much of them in my Sinnoh challenge. Like, honestly, I don't know. I wasn't really, like, they're okay. I have nothing against their gyms. It's just that I liked that Gardenia and Maylene's gyms did change in Platinum. Rourke had, like, this upward climb thing. But their teams were okay. I like that. So, cool. Ramos. His gym was really easy, okay? Like, his gym is great. I love Ramos, his gym. Like, it's like the giant treetop thing. But as a grass-type gym leader, and then when you just get Mega Evolution, it's like, his team is a piece of cake. I wish that after you fought Ramos, it was when you got the Mega Ring. Because, I don't like the fact that he was really just a piece of cake. Karina, if anything, was a tougher challenge. And also, while I'm at it, let me put Karina up here. I'm gonna put Karina in B tier, actually. I forgot to put her in B tier. Karina's great. I like her. Yeah, Ramos is in C because he was just pathetically easy. he never gave off a challenge, in my opinion, so... Oh, well. Also, while I'm at it, let me put some gym leaders in D tier that I did not like. I did not like these guys, but again, at the end of the day, we're alright. Let me see. Alima, alright. Not my favorite, though. I just felt he came off kind of snobby. Erica, because her team was... Yeah. Like, Erica's just too... Yeah. Not the biggest fan of Erica. Juan, because he never really could have matched him to Wallace as a gym leader. And Juan should have never existed in the first place as a character, but besides the point. Valerie, because she kind of creeps me out with her fairy eyes. Janine, because, again, Koga is better than Janine all day, every day, so... Honestly, Fantina really... I don't really like Fantina that much. Like, I thought that Fantina's gyms were alright, but she doesn't, like... I don't know. I just not the biggest fan of Fantina. I really don't. Like, I just feel like Fantina, in general, is just like, oh, she's a dancer, she's soulful, she came from another country. Like, yeah, that's cool, but then... Her Diamond and Pearl gym was math-based. I'm like, really? Like, why have a math gym? Mallow and Lana are here because, they didn't really have, like, they really weren't that memorable for me. Like, of course, like, Mallow had, like, the whole soup thing, and that's cool. But, again, my main thing with the trial captains is that you really didn't have much, like, to battle them with. You weren't really, like, you battled them, like, after their trials. They weren't really, like, that memorable, in my opinion, because of that, but... I liked Mallow because she has a good cook, and then Lana has her fishing, but that's it. Byron because he was a snob, and I didn't like him. I didn't like him, but at least I don't like him as worse as Iris, because, like, Iris can just be, like, not a fan of Iris. Okay, this is the problem. Like, the rest of these gym leaders right here... Actually, let me put Bryson in D, because... forgettable. The rest of these gym leaders, though, that's the problem. Like, all these gym leaders are kind of average for me, so I guess I'll just sort them out. I'll put Chuck in C. Price will go in B and C. Flannery I'll go with B because she was somewhat intimidating with her Torkoal, so I'll give her that. Lenora, she was tough, so I'll give her that. She's in B. Viola is in B because of the camera aesthetic, and I really loved her gem. Super good gem. You're in C. Watson is in C. Brawley is in C. That's that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I really, like... I would say for these gym leaders, like, they're a lot more equal in this base. I'm not going to group them based on, like, I'm not going to, like, rearrange them around in this case, because I feel like, based on where they are, I feel like they're fine. If I need to, then I'll rechange it later, but, yeah, this is kind of my overall thoughts on everybody. But yeah, all you know, like... And overall, towards the end, like, I like a lot of the gym leaders and the trial captains, like, they're fine. But the reason why the ones that stand up for me, like, Drayden stands up for me, and, like, Blue, Claire, Marlon, Grant, Berg, Mina, and Giovanni are, like, really high up there, is because they were the most, like, in my opinion, they were the most memorable trainers that you basically encountered in the entirety of the games. Because they were unique enough from every other trainer that you fought. Their gyms or trials were decent. The amount of history you've had with them is pretty cool. So that's why, overall, that's why those trainers are on top than everyone else. And the reason Iris is so low is because Iris was annoying. So, but overall, though, I like every gym leader except Iris and Trial Captain. So, that's basically that. I hope that was a good enough reason for you all. Again, I didn't really give like a whole concrete reason for this list. This is just my personal opinion on like where everyone stacks up. I might do an Elite 4 trainers next, or Elite 4 champions, and I'll rank them next. I definitely need to do a champions one, because oh boy, I have some opinions about the champions. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this tiered up list, make sure to go ahead and hit that like button down below. As I said before, comment down below what your list was. If you guys want to debate with me in the comment section about everything, I'm more than welcome to do so. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Much love to you guys. I will see y'all next time. Peace out, friends. Bye-bye.